Go, 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 go. Oh my God.
I knew that would happen.
He knocked the microphone on the soundboard.
It's all right. Everything's fine. Don't worry.
You got a big black mark on your hand, too.
I do. That's from smoking. That's my smoking authorization. That's Jimmie Hart, Christian.
Yeah, the mouth of the South going on. He's got a nice jacket on, too.
He does. He's got his Hart jacket on. GeekZip podcast, Christian and Ryan Zip. I can't talk over Jimmy. I just can't do it. I'm trying and it ain't working.
We're coming at you live from Catlettsburg, Kentucky.
That's right.
Wrestling Con.
Bluegrass Wrestling Con IV is in the house, and we are very excited. Kurt Angle is here. The $1 Million Man is here. We have Virgil here. We've got Bobby Blaze here, Shane Douglas. The stars are in the house today, Christian.
Yeah.
And it's just really great to do the show from here. It's always fun. We do have some stories we got to get to this week because we did have some news.
Yeah, what you been doing this week?
What have I been doing this week? I played a lot of Red Dead Redemption.
Still playing that one, huh?
Still playing it. Still playing the shit out of it. I went back and watched some of the Saw movies. I don't know why. I had a wild hair up my ass. I had bought the first Saw and watched it.
I got them all.
I don't have them all. I bought the first one and then really wanted to watch the other ones. Turns out they're all on Stars. So I was able to watch them.
I want to watch the the Nightmare on Elm Street. Those are the ones I don't have.
I have all those.
I need to watch
those. I've got all those in my collection, so that's cool. What else have I been doing?
I watched Chucky season 2.
Did you? How was that?
It was good.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's as good as the first season, but it's still pretty entertaining.
Yeah, I got you. Well, that's cool, you know.
They can do a lot with the Chucky doll, dude.
You can do a lot with Chucky, and I prefer Chucky over that Megan bitch.
Well, I just meant the way the technology and everything is
these
days, the puppeteering and everything.
Yeah, for sure. Is Brad Dourif still the...
Yeah, and his daughter's in it.
Like in the show?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's right. I think we did a story about that, didn't we?
Yeah, I've mentioned it before.
My memory's terrible. It's just a great time to be here. It's it's hard to focus on news because there's so much going on around us. We're literally about 5 feet from Kurt Angle. And it is just really, really incredible to see him so close. I'm kind of wishing he'd look over here.
And now they're playing the Ultimate Warriors music, and it's
making
me want to run around.
And shake the ropes. Don't forget, support the show by following us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Support your favorite geeks.
That's right. We also have an official YouTube account. You go to youtube.com.
Get those autographs today, guys.
We got some stuff on the table, too. We brought some stuff.
I brought some perler bead wrestlers that I made.
Nice. I like it.
Showing that we love wrestling.
Yeah, exactly. We like wrestling, not just all this other stuff. I
want to wear a wrestling shirt, but I got to wear my GeekZip shirt.
Well, you got to be professional.
I know.
Also, don't forget Patreon. We have exclusive content through Patreon. You can log on, become a member for as little as $1 a month. That's right, $1 a month. That's it. And you get
everybody can afford that.
You get to see interviews with the stars that we've taken. We also have some past shows on there, and just a lot of great stuff. Yeah, bonus features. So you can also plain old donate via PayPal when you go to our website, podomatic.com, PODOMATIC.com. /GeekZip podcast, no spaces. Christian, let's get into the news. You ready?
Okay, I guess. I was going to tell you.
Tell me.
I was getting some feedback on the podcast.
What'd you get? Did you get anything good or bad?
Well, my brother told me that you need to not use that DK Oldies site, and you need to save your money and buy the
I got your
64
message.
games on
I got your message. eBay's cheaper?
That's what he tells me.
All right. I'll thank you.
It's funny. He called
Josh
me
or Jesse?
Josh, yeah.
Josh, thank you, Josh. I appreciate the tip. I'm new to the retro game, so I don't know, and that's, I guess.
Thought it was funny he called me.
No, it's good,
Listen to the podcast.
No, it's good. It's good that he lets you know.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate it, Josh, very much. I didn't get any new.
No new games.
New games this week. No,
I've been working. I've been playing old ones.
I've been working on Shadows of the Empire.
Final Fantasies.
The old Final, like the first one?
No, it's number 6.
Oh,
it was 3 to us.
The PlayStation?
Super Nintendo.
Oh.
PlayStation was 7.
That was 7. Yeah, that's right. You're right.
All the rest were Nintendo and Super Nintendo.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. And then working. I know you're not working, so you got a lot more time than I do.
Well, I've been taking care of the dogs this week.
Well, you had to miss out on some events.
Cat, I had to clean the litter box.
You had to miss out on some events, didn't you?
Well, I can't leave the dogs at home by themselves.
Well, I don't understand this. You're going to have to explain this to me more fully.
My mom told me to watch the dogs, so I committed to watching the dogs. I'm not going to let her down.
I mean, dogs are not like invalid creatures. They're not going to
die.
Die.
The old one is. I have to carry him up and down the stairs. He is going to die. It's terrible.
Oh,
Poor
my
old
God.
Trigger.
Carry him up and down. You got to carry Trigger up and down the stairs?
At least it's not Sammy.
Oh, God. Sammy was like a 8-foot tall dog. It was insane. All right. That's all I'm doing. Is that all you're doing?
Trigger's got bad hips.
Still going on about the dogs. All right. The big story that actually just dropped today, as a matter of fact, is that Adam Driver has reportedly accepted the MCU offer of Reed Richards.
What?
In the Fantastic Four universe. Now, you guys know we were following the story last week when it came over the wire that they were, in fact, looking at Adam Driver for a potential role in Fantastic Four, but we didn't know what. We thought maybe it might have been Dr. Doom.
Yeah. Or any of them. Jimmy Olsen.
No, it's not going to be Jimmy Olsen.
Well, don't they have a sidekick that's just, maybe they have a Slimer sidekick or something.
A Slimer sidekick.
The Fantastic Five.
Wow. The other rumored actors that are going to be alongside Adam Driver, of course, Margot Robbie is in talks, supposedly in talks, to play Sue Storm. The Thing casting remains uncertain. We do hear some rumors about Austin Butler.
Oh, The Rock just got here.
The Rock.
People are going crazy.
It's just music. You scared me. I was like, really? Like, by chance he might have shown up. The Rock is not here, just to clarify that.
But they also said that Elvis would play Human Torch.
Possibly, yes. Play Johnny Flame.
Austin Butler.
Johnny Storm, not Johnny
Flame.
Johnny Storm.
J Flame.
J Flame. We will keep you apprised on this situation. WandaVision's Matt Shankman is directing the MCU reboot with a screenplay rewritten by Josh Friedman. So,
well, it's probably going to be a bit with the writer's strike going on.
Well,
now.
that is we're going to get to that. Don't worry, that's coming up. Mortal Kombat 2. Of course, we all remember the Mortal Kombat film that was okay.
Yeah.
The second one has supposedly cast its Johnny Cage in The Boys star Carl Urban. What do you think about that, Christian?
As long as he doesn't talk all Irish or whatever.
I know.
He
I
does.
don't think that fits. I gotta say.
Diabolical, whatever he always says.
I don't think that
Huey,
fits.
did you watch The Boys' latest season?
I have not watched The Boys' latest season. I have
Jensen?
not. No, I haven't. No, I'm way behind on Boys.
Yeah, man, you are. He could do it, I think. I mean, I understand the controversy or whatever.
No, I get it. Yeah, for sure.
But I think he could do it. He's Dredd. He's Carl Urban, man. He puts himself in the role.
He does play several. He puts on several masks. You're right about that, for sure. We'll keep you apprised of the situation. Again, these are just final talks for Carl to take on the role of Johnny Cage.
Who'd you want it to be? Tom Cruise, so you could see him get fatality.
Please. Yes, that'd be nice. See him get his throat cut out. That'd be nice. Mortal Kombat 2 has been in the works since 2021. Of course, COVID put a big stop on that. So hopefully we'll get things back rolling with the sequel and get to see it maybe this year.
It's coming back to HBO Max. I'll watch it.
Yeah, I hear you on that one. All right, so it turns out that apparently a user uploaded via Twitter Blue the entire new Super Mario Brothers film that's in theaters.
I watched it.
Did you watch it on Twitter?
No, I didn't. I would have if I'd known about it.
I mean, this is just a part of the game as far as I'm concerned.
Well, Nintendo's had some big leaks lately. Did you hear about the Zelda game got leaked?
No.
Like 2 weeks before it came out.
Really?
People are already playing it because it got leaked. Yeah, it's bad.
Oh, man. That's really bad.
That's crazy.
That's no good.
2 weeks before, dude.
2 weeks before. Wow. That is just crazy. IRS is over there, too. I didn't recognize him without his white shirt and red tie. He's sitting with $1 Million Man. Uh-oh. Road Dogg.
The new age outlaws.
New age outlaws. Apparently millions of people watched the Super Mario Brothers movie while it was on Twitter.
Well, it still made $1 billion, too.
I mean, yeah, it's not like it lost any money.
Well, I'm sure it lost money, but it still made billions.
But, I mean, it still made a lot of money, right? But I guess the big controversy is that it was a Twitter Blue subscriber, and I guess that's like supposed to be.
I don't know.
I don't know what that means exactly. So
I don't know. I know Elon's having trouble with the verifications and whatnot.
I know that too. Yes, I did. I did know that. Christian, me and you were kind of laughing about this one.
Well, I had to look at that picture. That picture's grisly.
It is nightmarish imagery for sure. The Muppets, you've seen them in all kinds of stuff, in Christmas movies, Halloween movies,
Star Wars,
everything.
Muppet Babies.
Now they're going to do Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I don't know. Is that true? Is this real? It says it's a film fantasy.
Well, so I mean, it still looks.
They might make
crazy.
it a reality.
Look at that.
Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Muppets.
It's crazy. Can you look at all the shit hanging up in the?
Dude,
what happened?
Chucky 2 had a chain. I mean, Chucky season 2.
Yeah.
He had a chainsaw.
Chucky had a chainsaw?
Yeah.
How can he hold a chainsaw?
Dude.
I mean, what kind of chainsaw are you holding?
It was a quiet one. He bought it special. He said, "Where have you been all my life?" After he got done cutting this woman in half. God. And I don't mean like in half like a magician. I mean like vivisection. Like straight through the head,
like
through the body.
Terrifier.
Chainsaw, dude. It was gruesome. I was like, I can't believe they showed this on sci-fi.
Lord have mercy.
And then the girl took his chainsaw and killed him with it.
God.
That was brutal, too.
Extraordinarily violent. Kermit is one of the victims.
No. Oh, look at that old one. Grandpa.
The grandpa. He's got a toy hammer.
Yeah, I know. He's going to swing it at Kermit.
Oh, Leatherface. Who is that? Is that the bear?
It looks kind of like Fozzie a little bit if you scrape his face
bear.
all up.
Well, I think he's wearing another Muppet's
Kermit's
face.
skin. He's wearing Gonzo's ass.
And there we have our title of the episode for the week. As Christian mentioned, this is just a fantasy. It's not any reality.
But you never know.
You never know.
Blue, blood, and honey.
They start. That's how Five Nights at Freddy's started, isn't it?
I don't know. I think that's a video game.
Oh, isn't that like how the video game started? It was kind of like a theory that.
No.
Oh, okay.
It's just a jump scare video.
I mean, we had one of those places in Barbersville, and I was
E.
afraid.
Cheese, pizza, Billy Bob's.
It was Billy Bob's.
Yeah, Billy Bob's.
It was the cheaper one. Working up an appetite. Oh, we got to go check out the food for sure. We're going to do that. We'll do that here in a minute.
I brought some snacks.
Are you getting excited for this new Christopher Nolan film, Oppenheimer?
I never saw the last one.
Well, there was no last one.
Tenet?
Oh, you mean the last Christopher Nolan film?
Yeah.
I thought you meant the last Oppenheimer film. Like, this is a new film. What are you talking about?
No, the first Oppenheimer, dude.
I did not see Tenet either, but I didn't hear good things.
Well, so I'm like,
I heard it dragged a little bit.
I don't really care about Christopher Nolan anymore.
I care about Chris.
Well, then why don't you see
Tenet? He
Tenet?
makes good stuff. I will.
All right.
I will go watch Tenet.
All right.
Okay, there you go. Oppenheimer opens July 21st of this year, of course, about the story of the famous scientist who developed the atom bomb, Oppenheimer.
It's going to be about it killing millions of people.
Well, I mean,
great. It's better than the Titanic.
I was going to say, at least
the Titanic didn't kill half that many.
So anyway, as Christian mentioned earlier, we are in a position in Hollywood that we have been in before, where the entire Writers Guild of America has gone on strike.
That's crazy. How did they? Just give them the money.
See, I first found this out when I went to watch Bill Maher last night.
Yeah, the late shows were the first ones hit.
They were the first ones hit, and I've heard that Fallon and
Myers
are going to pay their staff.
Yeah.
Which, it's shitty because when it happened, everybody got up and said, I can't believe they're not going to pay their staff. And they were going to, but it happened so fast that they didn't get the story out there, so they look like dicks. But I know they're not dicks. I knew they'd pay their people. They're good guys. So,
well, it's whoever the writers are trying to make a deal with it are the dicks.
That's true. That's true. It's whoever needs to pay them what they need. And
We
what
don't
they're
need
owed.
writers anymore. We got AI, dude.
No, I don't think that's accurate
one
at
part
all.
of their argument.
Nonsense. This has, of course, put a damper on a lot of the shows and films that are going on and filming currently.
Some of them are finished, though.
So-
like we just finished writing right before the strike.
Yeah, that's
like
convenient.
Andor season.
Andor season 2 is done. Okay.
And I think they said that the House of Dragons or whatever is going to
That next season's ready. That's good. Cobra Kai season 6, unfortunately, has paused because of the writer's strike. That's one that I was kind of looking forward to coming out.
Still have never watched an episode.
Ever?
No.
Why?
I don't know. Just got other things to watch.
But it's good.
I know, but I'm just not interested.
Okay. Whatever. It's your own taste. It's a good show, though.
That's what I hear. I'm not dogging it.
It's an amazing show. You should watch it.
I might at some point.
All the dumb shit you watch.
Dumb shit.
Yeah,
My
dumb
karate dojo
Yeah.
isn't dumb.
Well, it's iconic. So you got to work with what you got. Of course, this will be the 6th and final season. Hopefully, the strike will end soon, and we can get these shows back rolling. It appears, Christian, the AMTPT,
Well, I can't believe
the
they're
Alliance of
striking
Motion
again.
Picture and Television Producers, are the ones that are causing all the flack.
Didn't they see how much they needed writers last time?
Well, they destroyed the show Lost, if you recall.
They destroyed multiple shows.
Yeah, there was a lot of shows destroyed, but that was one that was me and Kush were talking about, actually. The fact that they destroyed, God, that big dude keeps walking up towards our table and it makes me nervous. He's huge. Anyway, it's just some guy walking around. We may have to delay when we can see Cobra Kai. Hopefully, it'll be soon. We'll keep you updated on the writer's strike and everything that happens with it. In addition, Marvel's Blade reboot was shut down because of the writer's strike, but I think that had its own problems before the writer's strike.
Yeah.
So we'll just have to wait and see what happens with that as well, and whether we're going to get that Blade reboot at any point, for God's sakes. I mean,
Well,
it'd be
you
nice
could
to
write
get it. I'll write it. I mean, hell, I don't care to write it. Sure.
Scab, breaking the picket
Scab.
line.
I would be a scab.
Well, we
to
know.
write those shows.
We know you've been a scab
I'd be
before,
a
haven't
scab.
you?
I was a scab, yes, when we were cleaning out that school.
Yeah, you and Morrison.
Yeah, me and Aaron and Brandon and Phil Ehrenrich. And we were told, like, don't leave your cars unlocked and, like, roll your windows up.
That's
you
what
know?
you get from me. You got to be in the life of a scab. Is a hard life, dude.
I didn't even know what a scab was, for Christ. It's like a 17-year-old high school kid. I don't know what any of this
You
shit
just like
means.
money, hey.
It's like, hey, they're going to pay us to haul some desks out. Ended up being a nightmare, and I regretted it.
You're like, we should go on strike. This sucks.
Yeah, we should go on strike. This is terrible work. Oh, man. Once again, we are broadcasting live this week from the Bluegrass Wrestling Con IV in Catlettsburg, Kentucky. Lots of amazing wrestling legends in the house. We've got some ACW wrestling coming up a little bit later, and that'll be fun, too. Doors at 6. I think shows at 7.
That's what I've been hearing.
Yeah, and we will...
But that's kind of like meet and greet at around 6 to 7.
I think me and you, we're kind of feeling it out right now. Whether we're going to, I don't. That's a long time to be here to watch the wrestling show. So,
Well, like I said, I got those dogs.
yeah, you do have to get back to the dogs to watch.
They gave Kurt Angle some of those little toy cowboy hats.
That's awesome.
Remember Val Venus had his little towels?
He did have towels. They all have stuff. I love that. The little cowboy hats. That's a cute touch. White and red. God, that was funny when he did that stuff. God.
Dumped some milk on him.
I wonder if somebody's ever done that, like giving him a quart of milk. Just, well, I mean, not poured it on him.
Yeah. Don't autograph my milk.
Hall of Famer, Kurt Angle. He's here for your meet and greet.
Yeah, he is.
Photographs of 40, pictures of 40, but today, you're going to want to get that combo ticket. Grab both for just $75 right here at the Bluegrass Wrestling Con.
I might get something off Kurt.
I know you're thinking about
I'm thinking about it hard, real hard. Anyway, so that is the first part of our show this week. We will keep you apprised on what's happening with the writer's strike, Blade, the show, the whole deal. It's just it's a sad situation, like you said. You know, they should pay these people what they deserve.
Well, yeah, and I guess that's having trouble with streaming and everything. You know,
yeah, all that stuff involved as well. So, you know, we will definitely keep you apprised of that, and we will be coming back at you from the Bluegrass Wrestling Con IV once again.
We should all go on strike to support the writers.
We should all strike everything.
Yeah. Work stoppage.
We're stopping this country until we get our shows, damn it.
Until I get my shows.
Oh, Lord. We're coming back at you from the Bluegrass Wrestle Con. Stand by. I'm really hungry. I'm going to have to go get some food.
I got a beef stick.
GeekZip Podcast back with you at the Bluegrass Wrestling Con IV in Catlettsburg, Kentucky. Just having a ball, having a blast, talking to fans, looking around at all the amazing activities that are going on here at this con. The ring is set up in the center of the room for the big show tonight. Bell time 7 o'clock, Christian. You mentioned that.
Ding, ding.
Ding, ding, yeah. Bell time 7 o'clock. So
ring the bell, ring the bell.
We hope you come out and check out the show and enjoy it. Let's check out some more headlines this week. Jim Lee. Jim Lee. You know who Jim Lee is?
He was a famous comic book guy.
Well, yes, that's true. He is a huge name in the comic world, and he was recently named president of DC. This is a great promotion for a guy who pretty much reinvented Batman and Superman. And
is he Stan's brother?
No, he's not Stan's brother.
They both named Lee.
No, I get it. No, but that's not the case. Jim Lee wrote Batman for several years. He wrote several successful lines of the title, and it just is a really great thing that he became the president of the company. So that's great.
Was Stan Lee ever the president
of DC?
The United States.
Of the United States?
I mean Marvel or whatever company he was working at.
Yes, I believe he was president at one point.
Okay,
yes,
good.
Editor-in-chief.
Good for Jim.
And you know, Jim Lee has been publisher and chief CCO since 2018.
Yeah.
But they finally decided that, you know, DC is just doing so good, particularly in the comic world. I love DC over Marvel, I'll tell you right now.
We know Superman, Batman.
So congratulations to Jim Lee on that huge announcement. I know he'll do a great job. We're fighting with announcers. What do we got? Have you been to Time Warp before in Ashland?
No.
It's really cool. You should check it out.
I'd like to.
Old games and stuff and a bunch of collectibles. Bunch of wrestling collectibles and stuff like that. It's really cool. Shane Douglas just walked by.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, Shane Douglas just walked by our
Shane
table.
Douglas just walking by, guys.
Just walking by you. You can shake his hand, say hey.
He said, I'm walking
There's Jake
here.
Hagar. What's up, Jake? Doing okay, buddy? Good to meet you. We are the GeekZip Podcast. We're going live right now on Facebook. Here's Jake Hagar. Say hi, Jake.
I like this hat.
That's how much fun we're having here at the Bluegrass Wrestling Con, and we hope you come down and join us.
He's a great guy.
Love Jake. So Justice League, the new animated movie, is going to be rated R. Mm-hmm. That's really crazy. That's the first time that's happened. We've never had an animated feature that's been rated R. So
yeah, well, there's not many DC properties that have been rated R.
That's true. Very true. Very true.
You guys want some free candy?
Yeah, take some candy. Magnets here. There you go. Take what you'd like. Jensen Ackles is going to be the voice of Batman. We're very excited for that. It's called Justice League War World, and it is rated R. So I wonder if that means there'll be deaths. Who's going to die? I don't know.
Probably cuss words.
Some cursing.
Kicks to the head.
You know Jensen ain't Jensen if he ain't cussing. So that's for sure. Speaking of rated R, guess what they're rebooting, Christian?
What?
The Blair Witch Project.
Didn't they do that already?
I think that was a sequel.
Sour candy.
Yeah, it's candy. Go ahead. You're welcome. The Blair Witch Project is coming back with Oliver Park directing at Lionsgate.
Do you know who that is?
Oliver Park, no.
Me neither.
I don't know what the deal is with it. I know the one they made, that was more of like a sequel to the original.
I guess.
Because he was looking for a sister, remember?
Sure.
I think this is a complete reboot. For those of you that don't know, the Blair Witch Project was a huge, successful independent horror movie back in the late 90s. We had to go to Charleston to see it, Christian, remember?
Well, it was back before found footage became a thing.
It kind of started it, yeah.
And we didn't know what was real and what was fake.
That's true.
They really played into that.
They played it up, dude. There were people that thought that those 3 kids were missing. It was crazy, and they're like, it was a real story. Absolutely nuts.
Well, they talked about them like having to go into hiding after the filming was done.
Yeah, because people couldn't believe they were alive.
Yeah.
They must be zombies.
They had to be dead.
I loved the Blair Witch Project. It's
Apparently,
a
it said
great.
the most recent one failed miserably.
Well, it wasn't as good as the original one, and I think because it got away from the formula of the original one.
I don't know. It was a lot like it.
Not really. No, it wasn't. Because the first one was like simplistic, and you
Are
never
you talking
saw
about the
anything.
second one or the?
I'm not talking about Book of Shadows.
Okay.
I'm talking about the one they remade.
Yeah, but it was still found footage and everything.
It was found footage, but I mean, they had the effects, and you saw a lot more, CG content with it. Do you not agree?
Sure.
I don't care if you do agree. Anyway, according to Production Weekly, Park has been hired to direct untitled Blair Witch sequel.
Ooh.
And as you mentioned, the other one failed miserably.
They can remake Book of Shadows and get it right.
I went back. I actually watched that about 6 months ago.
It's so weird, isn't it?
I still can't figure out what's going on. I thought maybe being an adult might help me, but no, it doesn't. It's even harder.
It's witchcraft, dude.
It's crazy. Speaking of old school properties that are coming back, Beetlejuice 2 is making its return, and we recently got an update from the music composer. Danny Elfman teases that he's returning to compose the score for Beetlejuice 2.
He did the score for Tales from the Crypt.
Did he really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That sounds
Good for
very
you.
Elfman-y.
It does, but I just never really
Well, I
thought
told
about
you
it.
I've been watching it on YouTube.
You have been watching Tales from the Crypt. Well, what's your favorite one so far?
Well, I've
Do you
only
have a
like
favorite
5
one?
or 6 episodes in.
What's your favorite one? Do you have a favorite so far?
Not really, but it's cool seeing the old actors. Like they had Joe Pantaleonian.
Joey Pants?
Yeah, he was playing this like magician or guy who had 9 lives.
I remember, the only one I remember was the guy, he had like, he was like a ventriloquist.
Oh, yeah. I haven't got to that one yet.
The actual, there was like a creature that lived on his hand.
Ooh.
That like was the puppet. It was really freaky.
I was telling my dad about one because this one guy retired and was having trouble getting along with his wife.
Yeah.
And she had a bunch of animals, and so he took up a new hobby of taxidermy and taxidermied all her animals. And so she taxidermied him at the end.
Oh my God.
And my dad was like, "Yeah, that sounds about right for Tales from the Crypt."
I'll bet your dad loves Tales from the Crypt.
I don't think so.
Not at all.
That used to terrify me as a child, dude. That
It terrified
Crypt Keeper
everybody.
guy.
It was scary shit.
I didn't like
Tales
seeing
from the
him.
Crypt was terrifying.
I didn't like seeing him. Even in the commercials would come on HBO sometimes, and I'd be horrified.
Right. Anyway, we don't know much about Beetlejuice 2. It looks like it's taking shape, though, with Jenna Ortega of Wednesday fame.
Jenna.
Joining Michael Keaton in the upcoming sequel. I also
they
hear
were giving her a hard time about the writer's strike.
Jenna Ortega?
Yeah.
Why?
Remember when she said something about how she had to change some of the lines in Wednesday?
Yeah.
So that makes her a writer,
Are
right?
you kidding me?
Well, she'll be. See, they were mad at her for saying that because it takes away from the writers. So now the writers are like, "So you're going to be joining us on the picket line, right, Jenna?"
Oh my God! What is happening to this world? Sad
Petty.
state of affairs.
Tom Petty.
Tom Petty. Yeah, that's right, exactly. And it's so sad because she's so talented, and they're going to run her out of the business because they're assholes. I hate it. Anyway, again, we don't know much about the Beetlejuice sequel.
Degenerate.
Very excited. Yeah, degenerate.
I haven't heard this one yet.
Last I heard, like a lot of the original cast was returning for the sequel.
Well, it says Winona will be back as Lydia Dietz.
Well, it says no word yet.
Oh, no word
So
yet.
yeah,
Oh,
the
okay.
rumor is that Jenna
Well, what you
Ortega
gonna
will
do,
be
come
playing her
back and
daughter.
play somebody else?
No.
Or do we know if Winona Ryder's coming back at all?
I'm saying I don't know if we know if she's even attached yet.
Okay,
So
gotcha.
I think they're trying. But see, I'd heard that Baldwin and the chick, shit. Oh my God!
It's not Gina
Davis,
is it?
It is Gina
Okay.
Davis. Yeah, I heard they were coming back, but now they're talking like all they've got is Michael Keaton. I don't know what's happening.
That's all you need.
Tim Burton had better return to direct
That's
Beetlejuice
true.
2. It says he's expected. I can't imagine it being directed by anyone else. So let's hope they don't lose their minds on that one. Apparently, the new Captain America film is ditching
Is it really?
the wording. I knew you'd love this.
Oh.
Ditching the wording "New World Order."
Yeah, dude.
This
can't
is a
have
rumor,
that.
so we cannot confirm this. But there is speculation that Kevin Feige might be going with a title change of Captain America: New World Hulk is going to be supposedly the name
Whoa.
of the new film.
Did you say it's going to be called New World Hulk?
Hulk.
Hulk.
Yeah, New World Hulk.
Maybe.
So we're going to wait.
Well, New World Order comes with a lot of baggage, dude. You
That's
can't
true.
just be the New World Order.
That's true.
Especially nowadays with the deep state and the conspiracies and the Illuminati.
I'm not sure if that's why they're changing it. I think it's more of about the story. I know what you're talking about, but I think that it's more the story that's changing.
I don't know. It's the New World Order, dude.
Anyway, we'll keep you apprised of this developing situation with the title change. Again, just a rumor right now. Right now, it's still titled Captain America: New World Order, but that may change. We don't know.
Is that Harrison Ford as the Red Hulk?
Yeah. What do you think?
It looks okay.
I think he looks all right. He probably looks better than he does when he's de-aged as Indiana Jones.
He said, "Get off my plane."
Speaking of Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark making its return to the big screen this summer. Have you ever seen Raiders on the big screen, Christian?
No.
Are you interested to see Raiders on the big screen?
I'm not really interested to see anything on the big screen.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, you don't go out much, do you?
I have a big screen at home.
It's not that big.
I was thinking about getting a projector so I could project stuff on my house.
That's interesting.
They were really cheap, like only $100.
They're getting cheaper.
Some bucks.
Yeah, you're right. They're definitely getting cheaper. The summer will see the return of the iconic character Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, but before that, Fathom Events is set to release the original indie film Raiders of the Lost Ark on a 2-day only event, June 4th and June 7th.
You know, my route to Michigan takes me past the drive-in movie theater.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Do you ever see them showing anything cool that you'd want to see?
Well, I mean, yeah, kind of. I mean,
So
I've never
it's like still in business.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
closed and just opened back up in April. It was closed for winter.
Yeah, I gotcha. When COVID broke out, I said that'd be the best business to start as a drive-in movie theater.
Yeah.
Because the movie companies were freaking out and didn't know what to do, and you know,
That's a great idea. I didn't think about that.
I'm telling you, it's a $1 million idea. If you're interested, geekzippodcast@gmail.com. I'm willing to do.
Well, now the pandemic's over.
I still think it's a good idea.
What, a drive-in movie theater?
Yeah,
Yeah, I never thought of that
we
before.
need to bring them back.
Bring him back.
I think we need to bring them back. Christian, did you like the G.I. Joe movies?
I don't think I ever saw him.
Never saw them at all? Here comes Shark Boy.
I might have seen the first one,
Shark Boy.
but then I heard that the second one like killed off the characters in favor of The Rock, right?
Yes, it killed Duke.
So I didn't even want to watch it.
Well, it was still okay.
I never saw that Snake Eyes movie either.
I didn't see that one. I heard that was terrible. So I didn't see that either. But a G.I. Joe producer says they are actually working on the next movie. Producer Lorenzo Di Bonaventura. Is that how you say that?
De Bonaventura.
De Bonaventura. Because, of course, he's a producer on Transformers Rise of the Beasts. And they're doing their press right now, and I'm sure they're getting a lot of questions about the future of the G.I. Joe franchise.
The inevitable crossover between G.I. Joe and Transformers.
I mean, I don't think that would be a contest, really.
What, you mean, what do you mean? I meant they'd be joining forces.
Oh, they fight together to
yeah,
fight
dude, not against each other.
Cobra and the Decepticons? Is that
Sure.
what you're suggesting?
Or some
God.
other big bad.
That would be a huge budget.
Yeah.
I gotta say that budget would be insane.
But it's the crossover we all want.
Is it? Is it? We now know that David Gordon Green's The Exorcist Believer is the name of it now.
Believer. Believe it or not.
According to Fangoria magazine, it'll arrive in October. Looks like we will see it this year, and October is a great month to check out The Exorcist. It arrives in theaters October 13th. Now, this is one you're excited for, right?
I don't know. I haven't seen anything about it.
Well, it's David Gordon Green.
Well, we didn't like him after that last Halloween.
Well, yes. But again, I told you my thought on that it was more to do with John Carpenter than necessarily David Gordon Green. I thought he did okay.
Well, I mean, it all falls on David Gordon Green for...
That's true. At the end of the day, he is director. You're right, at the end of the day. Trailer is not online yet, so we are waiting to see that, and hopefully we will
I still need to watch the second season of the TV show.
I'm lost. They lost me after the first
watching
season. Yeah, I was like,
Did you try any of the second season?
I think we watched one episode of the second season, and I was like, it's not really what I'm feeling, you know?
Yeah.
I'm just not feeling it anymore. And I think it's because they had that,
Totally
story with
different.
Reagan,
Yeah.
that really caught you up if you were an Exorcist fan. Christian, I pulled this story because I know you're a huge fan of these films. We've got our first look at Mia Goth in Maxine, the sequel, if I can get my mouse to work.
Halsey. Halsey's in the picture, too.
I love Halsey. Do you like Halsey?
I think so.
She's very attractive.
She's
It
a
is
singer,
Halsey.
too.
She's a singer, yes. Now, I have not seen any of these movies, which is hilarious because you rave about them. You say they're great.
Well, I still haven't seen Pearl.
Oh, you didn't see Pearl?
No,
Okay.
I've just seen X.
Are you going to see Pearl before you see Maxine?
Hopefully, if it ever goes on sale.
I do never see that. You're right. That's a good point.
Or maybe if it goes on streaming or something. I know X is on streaming, but...
The X trilogy from Ty West completes with the upcoming Maxine sequel, which will bring Mia Goth's title character into the 1980s, and it'll be Los Angeles. So a lot of people excited about this one, Christian.
Did you see the infinity pool with her in it?
No, I didn't.
It's supposed to be pretty crazy.
That's what I heard. I heard it was nuts.
Apparently they can, they are at this place where they commit crimes, and the penalty is death. But if you're rich, you can pay to have a clone, and then your clone takes the penalty for you.
That's twisted as fuck, man. Wow.
So the rich people can get away with everything.
Right. So anyway, she apparently, Maxine, is going to try to make it as an actress. You think that is possible?
Sure.
Okay. I don't know. I'm just asking.
I mean, the way in X, she was a star. She's going to be a star, dude.
Yeah. I got to see these movies. I definitely do. It's especially if it's becoming a trilogy. That means it's got to be really good. So I'm going to have to watch these for sure. Okay, we're going to take another little break. We're going to hang out here at the Bluegrass Wrestling Con IV. We're going to check out some of the sites, some of the wrestlers we got here, and I think I'm going to buy one of these title belts here behind you.
You'd be a champion, dude.
I want to be a champion. I wonder if they have the Smoking Skull belt. That was always my favorite title. What was your favorite title?
Spinner, dude. I don't know.
The Spinner title was your favorite title?
No.
Oh, okay.
I like the old WCW, that big, huge
big gold one. Yeah, that Goldberg held for so long.
Yeah.
That they spray painted NWO.
No, don't do that. They spray painted Captain America on it.
Oh, great.
NWO.
Great. Ryan Zip and Christian live, Bluegrass Wrestling Con IV. We're going to come back at you here shortly. Hang on. GeekZip podcast back here at the Bluegrass Wrestle Con IV, and it's starting to quiet down a little bit. You know, people are starting to.
It's half over.
Yeah, it's half over, but it's just still an
have
incredible
wrestling
time.
to come.
We shook hands with Kurt Angle.
We shook hands with Kurt Angle.
I think that should definitely be a highlight of the day.
It is.
Jake Hagar is just fucking awesome.
Yeah.
He came over and talked to us and said,
like
how'd
we
it go? I was like, it's going good, buddy. And he's wearing that hat, and he's selling the hats too. So that's just an awesome thing.
So we're getting back to the news?
We are going to take care of some more news. You know, it's a light news week. I will tell you. But we're going to try to
here, folks.
We're going to try to get the content in there nevertheless. So we mentioned Andor Season 2 in one of our previous clips, and apparently, much to the dismay of some of the fans, this character will not be seen in Rogue One.
Well, I heard the second season ends like 3 days before the events of Rogue One.
Okay, so Felicity Jones confirmed she will not appear as Jyn Erso in the second season, as people had speculated after watching the first one. And I guess
still haven't watched it.
I haven't either.
So I don't even know if she would even fit in it.
That Diego Luna guy is just weird to me. I don't know. I don't know. He's just weird to me. It's hard to watch him in anything. First live-action Star Wars spin-off movie was, of course, Rogue One.
Dude. Rogue One was the only good Star Wars movie we've had in the last 20 years.
Okay, so so what did you think of Solo?
Solo?
Yeah. Did you watch Solo?
I don't remember much about it.
See, that's what's killing me is I don't remember much about it either, but I know I watched it.
That's how I am with most of the
I remember the whole Donald Glover exchange with him and Donald Glover in the casino.
And they went on like a heist with a train. I remember that
and
part.
The Falcon had the middle part in it.
Yeah, they escaped from that or something.
They went on the Kessel Run.
And he got his name because he was by himself.
I don't even know that part.
He didn't have a last name, dude. And they were just like, well, you'll be Solo because you're by yourself.
You're Solo. There we go. Done.
Could have been Han Smith.
I mean, from what I hear, it's a good show, Andor.
It's supposed to be amazing.
It's supposed to be really good. And
it's supposed to be like Star Wars used to be.
Yeah, like the way it should have been with the Empire and all that good stuff. So, I don't know what's going to happen with this. Again, as Christian said, if it leads up to the events of Rogue One, and as long as it makes sense, I think it's fine. But I mean, what if you want to do it like a third season or a fourth season? You have to, right?
Well, it's like having to do a sequel to Rogue One.
Yeah. Well, how the hell are you going to do that? There is a sequel to Rogue One. It's called New Hope.
Yeah, well, that's why it was good.
Could be. We'll keep you apprised of the situation and what's going down with Andor and Season 2. Marvel's Spider-Man is getting remastered for the PlayStation 5, and it's finally getting a standalone release. Of course, Spider-Man has been out since 2020, but all the while,
I still haven't
it's only ever been available for those that owned Miles Morales. I loved it on PS4. It was incredible.
I want to play it.
It was absolutely
it's on PC now. I'm going to get it.
Incredible. It was so much fun.
But they're remastering it? Is that what
they're
you're saying?
remastering it, and it's going to be available this month on the PS5 platform. Get this, $49.99. Okay, and
they're not going to give it away.
If you already have Spider-Man on the PS4, you can pay $10 and get the game upgraded from PS4 to PS5.
I can't stop yawning.
You're hearing the announcer because we are at the Bluegrass Wrestling Con IV in Catlettsburg, Kentucky. Kurt had to step out. I guess he had some personal stuff he had to go to. But we still got Jake Hagar in the house. We've still got Ted DiBiase, IRS. Tito Santana still here. Bobby Blaze, Brian Douglas. Oh, my God. Jimmie Hart still here. Is Jimmy still here? Yeah, Jimmy's still here.
I think so.
Virgil, you see Virgil anywhere? Did he leave?
Valentine. Greg
Valentine's here. It's great.
Virgil.
How
can we forget
there you go.
Virgil?
He's naming them, so that's pretty good. So anyway, we have just probably going to go look around at some of the stuff now.
You should get an IRS shirt for Mike Paddock. He loves IRS.
Who?
Mike Paddock.
He does love IRS, doesn't he? I forgot how much he loves IRS. Mike Paddock, shout out to you. We'll let IRS know you're a big fan. Anyway, if you want Spider-Man Remastered, just be following the PlayStation Store. I'm sure they'll have information in that very soon.
Do they have a lot of good stuff in the PlayStation Store?
Not as good as Xbox.
Really?
Not nearly as good as Xbox.
I get mad at the Switch store. The Switch has a bunch of
Switch
crap
is
in it.
lame as shit.
I'm like, how can they put all this crap on the store?
I don't know. Yeah.
Shouldn't they have some kind of process to like not just
Well,
put
and it sucks
shovel-
because their classic games are not part of their like
Well, yeah.
subscription that's the dumbest thing I think they could do.
Well, Nintendo does have that. If you're in the subscription, you get the old Nintendo and
But you have to get both. That's what I'm saying. You should be able to emulate the older games with just a regular subscription like Xbox or PlayStation.
Well, I mean, that's what it is.
No, you have to pay extra for the Nintendo emulator and the Super Nintendo emulator.
Well, don't you
on
have to pay
Switch.
extra for this Xbox?
No, the games are in the Xbox
I know, but you pay for Game Pass.
membership.
Yeah, but you pay for Game Pass.
Right, you pay for Game Pass, but you don't pay like money for GoldenEye and then money for Halo and then money for
Yeah, but you.
it's all part of the package.
Well, no, the Nintendo has it like that too.
You have to pay separate
No,
from
you
your
don't.
Nintendo subscription.
No.
Well, then it's changed because it used to be you had to have like the online service or what have you with
No, but now
Nintendo
they have
and then
with
get
the-
that in addition.
Well, now they have the old games on part of the subscription.
Okay, that's
You
cool.
can get Sega,
Good.
Super Nintendo, 64, and
That's great. That's what we need.
Game Boy Advance.
Yeah.
They have that. I mean, they don't have all the games on it, but they have new games like every other week or something.
Well, that's what I mean, and that's what Xbox and PlayStation are kind of doing. They're just kind of refreshing their classic catalog.
But, I mean, they
every
have
week.
everything else in there that you pay money for to buy. But
Right.
I was complaining about that, like the the stupid games. That
Yeah.
are like, you're like, what is this crap? Why do I have to sort through all these stupid games?
Well, I mean, the Switch is for kids, so you got to kind of give
Well,
it that.
even that, dude. I mean, even that. They're not just kid games. They're just scams. They're not games. They're scams.
You think it's all a big conspiracy?
No, it's called shovelware.
Shovelware.
They put these shitty games and they shovel it into the store and hope that your kid will buy it or some idiot will buy it. It's like the same problem with Steam.
Yeah.
They used to curate their stores, man,
Yeah.
and not let this crap appear.
Yeah.
And now they just let anything be in the store.
Yeah. Anything can be in the store and it's fine. And you're mad about it. I mean,
It's trash because I got to sort through it when I'm trying to look at all the new games that came out.
right.
And there's a bunch of horrible stuff, and it's like, what?
Right.
They
No.
keep showing me this one game too. I don't know if they keep like taking it back and re-releasing it.
What game is it?
I don't know, but I always see it at the top of my recent releases. I'm
What
like,
kind of game is it?
it's crap. I don't even click on it, dude.
You can't tell me anything about it.
It had an animal. It's called like Animality or something.
Animality?
Something. It kept being the very first title I would see.
Is it one of those simulator games?
I don't.
Like,
I don't know.
I've seen a lot of those on Xbox. There's one that was a goat simulator.
That's a game. Yes, I'm familiar with Goat Simulator.
Have you played Goat Simulator?
Yeah.
What do?
It's a joke game.
You just walk around as a goat?
Well, no, you do things. You grab things. You can attach your goat to all kinds of stuff. Like if a car drives by, you can grab it with your goat and get drugged by it.
That reminds me. I've been playing Red Dead Redemption. I told you this, right?
Yeah, what, you raising a goat now?
No, here's what happens.
Can you do that in that game? Can you raise
You
animals?
can do whatever you want in the game. Yeah, I mean, there's no bounds to the game whatsoever.
I know, but you can raise animals? Are there animals you can raise?
I don't know.
Well, you never played it?
I mean, I did. But the problem with Red Dead Redemption, okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
is if you're galloping on your horse real fast
You don't fall off, do you?
and you accidentally run into like a tree or a
Yeah,
rock,
sure. Okay.
it's bad.
What happens?
Well, the controller shakes very violently.
Sure.
And you fly off your horse, you tumble
Yeah.
through the air. It's a lot like Grand
Does
Theft Auto.
Does the horse die?
The horse gets hurt.
Oh, yeah.
And you gotta, and sometimes it can die if you like fall off a mountain.
That's what happened to Prince Arthur's horse. That's why he turned bad. Dude.
Prince Arthur's?
From World of Warcraft.
Oh, I don't remember.
He was riding and it jumped and broke its legs and died.
He was mad because his horse died?
Well, it's just heartbreaking, dude. And then he took over the ice throne or something. He's a bad guy.
Is this the Lich King?
Yeah, exactly. He became the Lich King.
Became the Lich King. But yeah, it's terrible. You feel terrible. It's because, especially if you love animals, because it's like, God.
That's always funny when you're riding a horse in a game and you fall. You like fall down the hill or something, you know?
That's what I mean. The horse could fall down a mountain. I fell down the mountain with my horse the other day.
Gosh,
and I felt so bad. It like almost brought a tear to my eye because I was like sad and upset about it.
You know, they have this other game called, I think it's called Days Gone, where you have a motorcycle you ride around, but it can run out of gas.
Oh, God.
And then you got to bring gas to it.
How do you get gas?
You go to a pump or something, fill up your
You got to find them like on the road?
Sure. But anyway, I found it. I ran out of gas, so I'm bringing my gas back to it.
Yeah.
And it's taken me so long to do this. Dude.
Yes.
And there's a little, it's not even a cliff. It's like a hill. And it killed me, and it made me lose all the gas. It was terrible. I was like, are you serious? How did that fall even hurt me? I don't think I quit. I quit playing after that.
Oh, my God.
I walk all this way with gas and then just fall down a hill and
I
die.
did have something similar happen in Red Dead where, it's like you try and cut through the road. Because when you set a waypoint, it takes you down roads.
Oh, yeah. It's like
right?
follow the path.
Yeah. So I cut across it. But what I don't see is this big cliff that I'm going to jump off. And, we went right over. He took a big leap.
Oh, no.
No hesitation. And, I mean, we were falling.
You were whipping him.
I was. I could hear my character going, "Yaw!" Even as we fell down the hill. And I mean, the screen turns red. Your controller shakes violently.
Doesn't it have like bullet time too, where it slows down when
it does. You have
people?
What's called quick eye.
Oh, quick eye.
You can activate the quick eye, and you can shoot people. It's like John Wick mode or whatever. Yeah. But you know me, I'm addicted to it. It's a lot of fun. Let's get back to the headlines.
All right.
I guess we should cover some stuff.
We got a little bit here.
AEW has some reason to be excited because they recently sold over 60,000 tickets for All In 2023. I want to mention, I made a mistake. The next Bluegrass Wrestling Con is actually in October.
October.
Yes, not next year. I said next year. My apologies. It's actually in October. Anyway, Chris Jericho.
Isn't this the one at Wembley Stadium?
This is the one, the first ever show in the United Kingdom for AEW, and yes, at Wembley Stadium. And so far, there are 60,000 tickets sold. I mean, that's like old school WWE numbers.
I mean, the thing's not till August too, so they still got some time to sell tickets.
Yeah, true. And I mean, of course, the fact they probably haven't been in the UK yet has a lot to do with it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
The fact that it's at Wembley has a lot to do with it, I'm sure.
The fact that CM Punk might be there.
Do you think he'll be there? Honestly, what do you think? You think he'll be there?
If he comes back in June, why wouldn't he?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking, because I don't know.
We'll see if he comes back.
I don't know what's going to happen.
If he is there, I think he would be back before then.
I would think so. Yeah, you're right, for sure. We are waiting on the All In event in August. Are you going to? Well, why don't you buy that? Can you buy that? Can you buy something for?
Yeah, we usually do buy those.
Did you get the tickets for the Charleston show yet?
No. I'm not going to some house show.
Yeah, you are. You're going to pay for us to go. You and Jesse. We're going to go. Jesse's a doctor now. He can afford it. Have him buy tickets.
Yeah, but he doesn't like to go to house shows. He only wants to go to the TV tapings.
I don't care what he wants.
Well, maybe they should have TV tapings here. When's AEW
Maybe they should.
Back?
I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Once again, August 27th is the date for All In, and Tony Khan is very excited about it because, selling 60,000 tickets. When
was the last time you even watched wrestling?
I watched wrestling last week, actually. What did I watch? I watched a little bit of Raw.
What happened?
I don't know. It was on in the background. I'll be honest. Yeah, it was on in the background, so I'm not real sure.
They had the draft. Recently.
So the big to-do is Chris Jericho has recently come out on his Twitter page and pretty much taken charge of the fact. Here's what he said. AEW has created a monster, and I plan to lead the charge. See you in August at Wembley Stadium.
How many does it
the
fit?
Ocho.
How many people fit in Wembley Stadium?
I don't know. That's a great question.
I think I heard it was like 90,000, but I feel like it could be more than that.
Clash at the Castle, WWE's 2022 premium live event at the Principality Stadium in Cardiff, Wales, drew 62,296 fans. AEW's All In 2023 pay-per-view live at Wembley Stadium in London, England will soon surpass that number, so that's why they're really excited.
Yeah.
Because the last time they were in Europe, they're already almost at that point, and that's their first time being there. So that's really cool.
They haven't sold it out yet, but they have sold a lot of tickets, which is good for wrestling.
That's very true. We'll keep you apprised of the ticket situation at Wembley with All In 2023 and AEW. Jason Momoa has said that the Aquaman 2 story doesn't follow his original story. Boo-hoo.
What does that mean?
I'm sure.
Does he mean Jason's story or Aquaman's story?
I think he means Jason's story is what I think he means, but I'm not 100% sure of that. I think what is happening here is they're having to change things because Arthur in Momoa's treatment was like an activist.
Taking an active role in developing the storyline for that character.
Right, and
as he tells
his direction is that he wanted Aquaman to be more of an activist, working with the United Nations to take action, and Momoa claimed that WB. God, I keep wanting to say WWE.
You got wrestling on the
I
mind.
do. WB didn't follow the story completely, and he wasn't afraid to voice his disappointment with the changes they made. Here's what he said. That's the reason why I love directing and creating. I don't want to just go like I'm acting, I'll be in my trailer. I love being able to burn for what I believe in. I've seen some of the most shocking acting performances firsthand and watched them edited, and they were amazing. I wish I could tell you who it was. I'm like, what the F? I watched this guy who had to be effing propped up. They read the lines to him, but this mother effer killed it when the edit came in and was applauded for it. At that point, I was like, wow, this shit is made in the edit.
Wow, so it's all about the edit, dude.
It's all about the F word. The effing edit.
Jason effing Momoa.
But
that's one thing funny about the
here's the
chucking.
thing, though. Sometimes actors have to work. I mean, that's just part of the game, right?
No, they just want their paychecks and just go home. Don't even care.
Yeah, you think that's what it is?
No, I'm just what some people do.
Well, I don't know.
It's just a job to me. I'm like Vernon. Just money, baby.
I understand that Momoa has a lot of passion for the character and that he has a lot of passion for creating
He's just a
and
passionate
directing.
individual.
He's a passionate guy, right, exactly. He's very passionate. I get that. But sometimes you just got to work. You got to work as an actor. That's the way it is. So anyway, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom hits theaters December 20th. Hopefully they get all this worked out before then.
Speaking of the F word, Chucky gets 10 F-bombs per episode.
On television?
Yeah.
Wow.
So they usually start off with a show on last week's fucking Chucky.
That's pretty good. I like that. That's cute.
It's a good show, man. I had to buy the second season. I was tired of waiting.
I'm going to have to check it out.
The first one's on Peacock.
First was on
But
Peacock.
the second season was out in October.
That's
good
to
know.
Hasn't
been on streaming.
Yeah, that's good to know. Well, Guardians of the Galaxy might be over
this week.
Yes, it is out this week.
But there's like a new Guardians group, I heard. Have you
I don't know
spoiled much
anything
about it? Okay.
No, I don't know anything about it. I haven't spoiled anything about it. I'm not sure, so I don't know. What I do know is that there are now whispers of Chris Pratt claiming that he is open to playing Star-Lord again.
After Gamora and Drax were done with it, right? Both
well, yeah, I think
Joey
they're both
and
done.
Dave
Yeah,
are done
they're
with
done with it.
Marvel.
In an interview with Total Film, Chris Pratt said this: "It would be strange to continue Peter's journey without James," referring to James Gunn.
Yes.
He's done such a masterful job in the first three films. We really found the voice of Peter Quill together, and without him, obviously, I would never have had this opportunity. He writes it, he directs it, he dreams up the music. Okay, so basically he's blowing James Gunn here for a few, and then he says, so to continue to tell the story, it would be really important to honor what he's done in the first three films, to honor what the fans have grown to love in the character, and not simply do it because people might show up to pay for it. So he's saying this is becoming such a common thing with these Marvel actors.
Yeah.
Where they're like,
if you're going to be back, are you going to ever do
if the
this again?
story's good enough, I will be. I mean, that's just a total cop-out.
If the money's right.
Jake Hager's in the house, man.
$30.
$30. You should get one.
I don't have monies.
I'm going to keep telling you that all day. You should buy
You
that.
should buy that. You should invest in that. We got an opportunity for you.
Oh, I love it.
You're going to miss out.
I love it.
I heard the lead is out of this movie.
Of the new Star Wars movie?
Yeah, not Ray, but some
The other person?
African name or
Oh,
something.
okay. Lucasfilm President Kathleen Kennedy mentioned that the Jedi are in chaos after the fall of the First Order, and the new film, Rey will try to rebuild the Jedi Order using the sacred Jedi text. I'm pretty sure were destroyed, weren't they?
Yeah, but she remembers them, dude.
Oh, okay, great.
They put them in the R2. R2-D2 got a copy of it.
How do you feel about this new Star Wars undertaking with the films? How do you feel about it?
Who knows?
I
I don't have
mean,
any faith in it at all anymore.
No faith whatsoever, huh?
I mean,
You were that disappointed in that last trilogy that you have no faith whatsoever?
Yeah.
Wow.
They can surprise me if they want, but it's like, I can't, I don't know. There's too much.
Yeah, yeah.
They exploded Star Wars and too much. They saturated the market with crap.
So you think they expanded on it too much? Is
Yeah.
that's what you're saying?
Yeah, and had too many like, you know, I don't think Star Wars is like Marvel where you can have like 3 Star Wars films in a year.
Right. Like you can't have 3 Spider-Mans, you know, for sure. Yeah, I'm going to turn this up so I can set this down. There we go.
Whoa, way too loud right there.
Well, that's
Jeez.
because you're holding it up and I'm setting
Money, 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 money.
money. Look how tall that one guy is.
You're
for
going to have to
CCW.
edit this, dude. He's got the Papa Shango hat on, too.
Yeah, I know. I love that. He is tall as shit. He is 7'5". He told me that. I walked by him and I said, dude, you are tall as shit.
Shark!
Shark Boy's here. I forgot about that. You know about Shark Boy, right?
Shark Cage. Johnny Cage.
Johnny Cage, J.K. guy. All right, so Rey's new Jedi Order will be focused on her rebuilding the Jedi.
You mean she's not just going to turn her back on the Jedi and go live in a hole somewhere
Apparently
and throw
not.
her lightsaber in the way? Yeah,
Apparently
that's what I'm talking
not.
about. That's what I'm talking about. Why didn't Luke rebuild the Jedi?
Because he was afraid, remember? He tried to build the Jedi, and then
He didn't try
Ben
very
Solo.
hard.
Ben Solo scared him.
He got it wrong.
He freaked out.
Stupid.
Oh, God.
I thought you saw him in Return of the Jedi. How did some kid beat him?
I don't know. That's. Well, he collapsed the hut on him, remember? It was like.
And then Leia used the Force to fly through space. So, why didn't Luke do
Oh,
that?
come on. You can't. Come on. That wasn't a bad thing, right?
Yes, it was.
Protective energy? You couldn't buy that?
Maybe she had a rocket or something to propel her.
So the propulsion is your problem.
Well, she did a force pull, but pulled herself. I don't know.
There you go. Okay, see? You're answering your own question. Good job.
Yeah, just like the ship can turn into a bomb if it hyperspaces the wrong way and blow up the Death Star. Why didn't we just do that?
Oh.
We didn't have a whole episode about how stupid Star Wars has gotten, because I used to love it.
Oh, God. They weren't that bad. I don't agree with you. They weren't that bad. They really weren't.
Well, you need to re-up, rewatch those.
I guess so. More fantastic forecasting news has Hamilton star Daveed Diggs eyed to play Ben Grimm the Thing. I wouldn't mind.
He's good in Snowpiercer.
Snowpiercer? That's
The
what he's
TV
in. I
show.
couldn't remember which show
The
I'd seen him
TV
in.
show Snowpiercer.
Yeah, not the movie.
No.
Yeah, right. Of course, we told you earlier, Adam Driver reportedly accepting the role of Reed Richards. They're eyeing Margot Robbie for the role of Sue Storm. They're also eyeing
Austin Butler.
Austin Butler of Elvis. Good job, Christian. Of Elvis fame, the
Johnny
movie
Flame.
Elvis. For his name's not Johnny Flame.
Flameheart.
Johnny Storm, the Human Torch. He says "Flame on," and then
He's got a hard on for Flame On.
it says here that there is also a claim that Mila Kunis will play the Thing.
Yeah, I saw that. I heard she denied it, though.
Is it because of her voice?
I don't know.
Is that why?
I think it's because she's Jewish.
What?
I saw a story.
What does that mean?
Well, I don't know. I saw a story that said some Jewish actors were being eyed to play the Fantastic Four, and Mila Kunis was one of them. But she
I
denied
don't
it.
think it was for Bert Grimm the Thing. Oh, my God. Who knows? Anyway, we'll keep you apprised of the casting, as we said, for Fantastic Four, Margot Robbie, and then Austin
Elvis.
Butler.
Elvis
and then
Butler.
They were also talking about... there was somebody else for... I guess they're talking about the Austin
Who's
Butler
going to be
guy.
Dr. Doom?
Austin Butler, right?
No.
No, that's
he
Johnny.
was Johnny Flame.
I don't know.
Johnny Flames.
Not Johnny Flame. We're just going to have to let you know. Simple as that. We're going to have to let you know. This thing won't go back up, so I can exit out.
We're having technical difficulties.
I mean, I wouldn't call it technical difficulties.
Whoa.
That's for the National Startling Center.
Whoa.
All right, there we go.
It's lagging.
It's lagging a little bit.
The
That's
lagging
all right.
wagon. Uh-oh, here we go.
So,
Some wrestling news.
WWE Backlash press conference took place yesterday, and I guess there was some pushing and shoving,
Is that this weekend?
isn't it?
I don't know. That's
I don't
what I'm
know.
asking.
I don't know. Ask somebody walking around.
Well, if that just happened, I imagine it must be this weekend.
I would hope it would be this weekend. Why would you do press for an event that's next weekend?
I don't know. But Backlash
I
is
guess
here.
Bad
Bunny.
Bunny and Damian Priest got into it.
Triple H had to step in between them.
Look at
dude.
that slap from Bad Bunny.
It's hard to tell if it's a slap or if it's just reaching out for him.
Well, no, you can see the face.
yeah, now that I see the face
you
turning.
can see the face like warping from the slow motion. Yeah. So that's
I like the push there.
That's
Look at
something.
that push.
he did give him a push right to the chest. Yeah. So Bad Bunny is a musician that is into wrestling but not a wrestler.
Exactly.
Okay, got it. All right, just making
But
sure.
he's done a Canadian Destroyer. He can go.
Holy shit, really?
Yeah.
He did a Canadian Destroyer?
Yeah. On the outside of the ring, too, I think it was.
Wow, that's impressive. I'll have to go back and find that. Zack Snyder continues to just thank fans and tell them to shut the fuck up and let James Gunn do what he's going to do. But now, proceeds from a new Justice League statue collection from Zack Snyder is going to benefit the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. This is Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman, the Trinity. They are available now. And again, all proceeds going to, 10% of each order is going to be donated to the AFSP. And I think that's a really great thing to do for these great characters that we all liked. We all love these characters. We didn't want to see them go, but they went. It is what it is. We got to deal with it. But at least Zack Snyder's trying to make the best of it. You know, he's trying to do something good for the fans, do something good for the people.
I saw some cool Marvel Swarovski crystal statues of
Oh, yeah?
Spider-Man and Iron Man, and they're like made of crystal.
Why
They
didn't
look-
you share it to the Facebook
They looked
page?
cool because there's an ad.
Oh, okay, I got
I
you.
can't afford those crystals.
Sorry that you can't afford the crystals. Anyway,
I mean, even if I had a job, I probably wouldn't spend my money on crystals. Hey,
Zach-
scroll this story back up to
What's
the top, though.
I will. Hold on just a second.
Okay.
You can pre-order the Trinity series. There's a link at Zack Snyder's Twitter page. And
How
once
much
again,
are they?
I don't know. You want to find out?
I'm surprised you didn't already order one.
I need to watch my money.
I'm
Save it
guessing
for vacation.
$300.
I'm saving for vacation. I'm guessing more than that. Yeah, $3.99 for each.
I was saying $300 for all three.
Yeah, I
of them.
know you were, and I said that's totally wrong. Look at that shit! Wow,
Is that Gollum?
I'd rather get that. Yeah, that's when he fell in the water. Remember,
Yeah.
with all the dead people.
Get your Weta workshop, dude. Of course, it's going to be expensive. It's Weta.
Anyway, you can get information on
You
Zack
didn't
Snyder's
scroll
stuff.
back up to that story.
I'm
did you?
sorry, God.
It said James Gunn went woke.
Let's pull it back up so we can check.
It said he gender swaps Cosmo. They've got a boy, the girl. It's a girl playing the dog now. Can you believe that? Now it's not going to make any money because it went woke.
Oh my God, you're ridiculous.
That's what it says. We always got to have woke in our podcast, dude.
I guess so. I guess you got a good point there. All right, that's it for the news for here from the Bluegrass Wrestling Con IV. We actually were able to stretch that out, Christian. I can't believe it.
Do we have any events to
We
go
do
over?
have. We got one event. I had it hooked up and probably lost it.
That's all right. We got some events for you guys. We're gonna pull it out.
We're gonna pull it up here. Hold
Hey,
on.
there's your buddy on stage.
Where? Oh, John Fun's on stage. I love John. He's a photographer, wrestling photographer. Brilliant.
Oh, we got live music at 9th Street.
Yeah, the 9th Street live series is back in Huntington. Live music every Friday at 7 p.m. This starts on May 19th with Kindred Valley and Jim Pollock.
Is this what you guys went to
When?
with Aaron's birthday?
No, that was at the market. That was just a random band at the market. This is actually on 9th Avenue or 9th Street, right there beside Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And beside AT&T. So
That's both downtown.
yeah, true. And then we've got the
What is it? Who is it this week?
I told you it doesn't start till the 19th.
Oh.
So on the 19th is when it starts.
Gotcha.
And then
it'll be Kindred Valley, Jim Pollock.
I said that.
Didn't we already have Funkfest though?
Funkfest night is that weekend because Funkfest is that weekend.
But I thought we already had.
No,
I guess we
Funkfest
didn't.
hadn't happened yet.
Oh, we had the Stinkfest. That's what we had.
Stinkfest is what we had. Yeah, you're right. But anyway, those are the only events I have for right now, except of course for the WWE house show that you're going to get us tickets to from Jesse, and I think that was in May, if I recall. So that's all the events. Once again, we are at the Bluegrass Wrestling Con IV. This is going to be our last break for the show that we're going to do from here. Just want to give another huge shout out to Time Warp, Earl Morley for helping us out and getting us a table. We just had a great time here today.
It's amazing. Thank you.
Yes, a great time. So once again, support us by sharing the show through Facebook, through Twitter, through Instagram. You can donate to the show. You can check out our online store, or you can become a Patreon member for exclusive content you're not going to find anywhere else. Christian, you got anything else?
You can check Zip's OnlyFans for more special content. No?
I don't have OnlyFans.
You know,
no.
somebody told me it's actually called Lonely Hands. I thought that was pretty clever.
That's pretty clever. Oh, from the Bluegrass Wrestling Con IV, Ryan, Zip, Christian, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us all day long, and we'll see you next week.